chat this morning, you know. So just kind of gave you a brief, depiction of our mornings. Our morning chores can be a little crazy because of feeding goats and chickens and everything. And then this morning with it running cooler, we give warm water to all the animals. That's what you see the jugs and everything were about. That was warm water for the rabbits. I know some people are very against that, but we have found that it's really good in the mornings. You can give them warm water in the mornings and then before bed, especially, and then depending on the cold. So if it's below freezing in the daytime, we will come out every 2 or 3 hours and check water, giving them fresh water. For the goats, a lot of times I will make up like a red raspberry leaf tea if we have any in milk or pregnant, and it'll have nettle in it and molasses, and I'll bring that out to them. I've kind of been doing that a little bit the last few mornings with it being so cold here, but with it warming up I probably won't do it as much. So as a disclaimer, yes, we do drink raw milk, and I know there's going to be so many people that are going to be jumping on and saying, oh, how horrible that is and how we can get sick. And actually, more people get sick from store-bought milk than you do raw milk. Raw milk just changes over time. Like it becomes sour, it almost takes on its own ferment in a way. And it's just healthy for you. Raw milk has the enzymes in it to allow your stomach to process it. Because if you pasteurize it and you homogenize it, you take away so much that's in it that helps your gut. And if you take care of it right, like if the animal is clean. You see me earlier, cleaning her udders and everything. And most of the time I just use warm soapy water. Depends on the temperature outside. If it's summertime, it's just pretty much tap water. But during the winter months, it's a lot warmer water that I'll use. Sometimes I'll use essential oils, tea tree. You don't want to use peppermint because peppermint will slow down their production. Fennel is a good one. Fennel essential oil will actually boost their production quite a bit. And I have used it in the past. I've even used warming oils too, like clove and such. And it actually it'll warm the udders up for them, and you just don't want to use too much. Like I literally, like a drop is all I will use. But yeah, like I was saying, is if your animals are healthy, they're taken care of, things are clean, your equipment, so we use a stainless steel is actually the best thing to use when milking into, because plastics are porous, and so they'll absorb a lot of the fat and the molecules and stuff, and they can hold on to flavors, which anybody that's had Tupperware, which I hate plastic, as my family knows. And if you sterilize it, like you don't have to even run it through the dishwasher. Like we do that at least probably once a day, because like right now I'm literally down to once a day milking with her, because she's not producing as much and she's in her lactation, and so we do once a day milkings. But normally, like we would run it through the dishwasher like once a day, and you don't even have to do that. long as it's good, hot, soapy water, you're good. You know, you are good to go. You don't even have to do that. Let's see if I can show you here. Look at all that yummy goodness. I just love it. You can see, you may not be able to see it, but it's steaming quite a bit. It's not too warm this morning, so I'm not going to worry too badly about it. And you want to use a tea dip. I'm almost out of this one. I need to mix up some more. This one is just iodine, watered down iodine. Some people use soapy water, some make an essential oil mix. You can actually buy tea dip. And so what it does after you're done milking is that it prevents so the orifices are still open. I know I'm kind of like rambling over, but so the orifices are still open on the nipples. And if you don't use like a block almost, like that's kind of like what the tea dip does, is it prevents bacteria from getting back up in there. Because they'll be open for roughly an hour to 2, depending on the temperature. So I know with like it being colder, they will shrink faster. But using the tea dip after milking will prevent bacteria from getting up in there and causing mastitis, which is horrible. You know, if milking is your goal, then udder care should definitely be a huge goal in that. I'm trying to think what else. So we shave ours as well. I don't know, let's see if I can get y'all moved and so you can kind of see. I'm gonna tell you, wanna move over here for me, sweetheart? Hers is not as shaved. She does not want to be cooperative now. So you can't really tell as much. But we shave ours. It just helps with keeping them clean. Yeah, and like I said, the basics of it pretty much is your animal needs to be healthy. They need to be clean. Your surface needs to be clean. So some people will milk out in the field. I personally like having a stand. I like having them up, you know, with her contained. As you can see, we've got her head locked here, so she can't turn around and try to run off on me. Your equipment, you know, stainless steel bucket, you know, needs to be clean. And then you just need to strain it and get it chilled pretty fast. During the warmer months, we're really, really, really good about like milking right in. You know, colder months, not so much, because it is like right now we're sitting at 34 degrees. So it's pretty cold out here. I'm not too worried about the milk just yet because it is below 40. But yeah, I'll take it in. I have a stainless steel strainer that I use a milk filter, which I can show you that pretty quickly here. And we strain it into glass jars. I put it in the freezer for 20-30 minutes, sometimes longer if I forget. Sometimes it ends up going overnight, so we have frozen milk. And then we just put it in the refrigerator and drink it. We use it for so much. You know, I've made ice cream with it. I've made cheese with it. Made yogurt. We do kefir. Goat milk kefir is a little tricky because sometimes it will develop a goaty flavor. But yeah, it is one of the best things. It's like a superfood. You know, it probably is a superfood. You know, goat milk is amazing. It's amazing for your body. You know, and here on our homestead, we try to follow a more traditional, you know, kind of style eating, you know, of what we can raise, whether it be, you know, plants or animals. And then what we can't, we try to source that it's local, it's, you know, was raised humanely, and it is just, it's really good stuff, you know, and it's good for you, especially grass-fed, you know. So I can't think of anything else to say. I will take y'all in and show you my stainless steel strainer with the milk filter. I got them from Hoegger Supply. They're out of Georgia, and they have some amazing products, you know. Thank y'all for watching.